Do you have a safe place in your home? And if you don't, consider creating one. I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, over the last couple of years, we've been renovating our lives by getting rid of a lot of the excess stuff in our lives and finding a balance in the lives we live. One of those things is creating a safe place. Now, when I was really young, I'm one of 19 kids, I'm the fourth oldest, and my dad thought it would be beneficial if we carved out a room of our house that we called it our chapel, but that we used it as a safe place. So we took everything out of the room. There was nothing in the room at all. And you were allowed to bring stuff in with you, but you had to take it out with you when you left. Now, the rule to the safe place was that anyone in the family could come in. You could have everyone in there at the same time, but there was no talking allowed. So you come in, you are being by yourself. Even if you're in a room of other people, you're being by yourself, and you're either praying or meditating or doing your journaling or just spending some quiet alone time with yourself. So every time you got stressed out or you had anxious feelings or you were upset or you were just want to cry by yourself or whatever, you go inside the safe place. And because it was clean, there were no distractions. So what happens when you go in there is you sit around for a few minutes and you start looking around at the walls and there's nothing to see because there are no pictures on the walls. And suddenly you have to start having conversations with yourself. And it's a time where you get real with yourself. And it's a time where creativity and ideas spark. And if you're journaling, it's a great time to kind of work therapeutically through some of your issues. So I highly recommend it. But now that I'm an adult, the safe place for me is inside my office. And it is required by the job that I do to have lots of creativity. And so one of the things that is really important for me is that all the clutter is cleared away. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of my office, and I'm going to show you why it's my safe place, and maybe it will spark some ideas in you and how you want to create a safe place for yourself. All right, so I've got my camera here. We're going to go on a short mini tour. All right, so you enter the room this way, and you'll notice that there are no paintings on the walls. And up at the ceiling, we've got some track lighting in case we were wanting to do some recording. We've got the lighting up there. And then we also have our camera over here. And over to the right here, in front of the bathroom door, we have a ring light. So if I were going to do some recording, I could stand right here, and then the camera across the room would pick me up. Over to my left, I have a TV there on the wall that is used as a computer monitor, and you'll see the tower right below it. And then over here, I've got a scanner printer, which I have if I need, and a little heater just to keep the room nice and toasty in the wintertime. But there's nothing else in the room that doesn't need to be here. So we have a table, and the table, you'll see underneath there, my blue cloth, that's to clean my eyeglasses with, my blue light blocking glasses that you'll see right there on my desk. And when I sit down at my desk, this is my desk with the 3 laptops, this allows me to run the service station or my Zoom calls or whatever while I'm here. But if I look up, there are no paintings on the walls. And that's because this is a distraction-free zone. This is my safe place. So when I come to this room, all I have are my thoughts. And so it encourages creativity and excitement. And right here, you'll see I have a mini trampoline. And so between me and my desk and the bathroom, there's that mini trampoline, and that lives right here in my office. So if I get up to use the facilities or stretch my legs, when I come back to my desk, I jump on the trampoline for a few minutes, and that is the equivalent of a cup of coffee. And so it jump-starts my metabolism, and it jump-starts my lymphatic system, and it jump-starts my oxygen flow again. And all of a sudden, my creativity is spinning wildly. And then I come back here and I sit down in my little space age hub. And this is where the magic actually happens. So this is my safe space. Your safe space does not have to have nothing in it. It just has to be distraction free. And so from where I'm sitting when I'm doing my most creative work, it is distraction free. And so my encouragement to you is to create a space that is helpful to you, but it's a place where you can get away from the rest of the family, away from TV and noise and radios and music and people coming and going and the interruption of food and all that stuff. It's just a safe place. When you go into that place, I want your heart to sing like, yes, I get to be here right now. because this is my safe place. So in the new year, I want to know, do you already have a safe place, or are you going to create one? I'm super excited to hear your side of this story. Okay, so leave your comments in the notes below and we'll have a conversation. Until then, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.